2, set, razor, 6, set, hit. That's Peyton Manning. Woo! And you're sitting there and you went through all those numbers. It was the final number that called the play. He was telling Marvin Harrison to run a dig route, a 6 route over the middle. Everybody else is running a complimentary, which is check off. That's all that is. But all the stuff that he threw out there is trying to make those DBs so what the heck's going on? Now, why am I teaching you guys this stuff at this age? Because if you hear it every year, you're going to know it. You've got to understand, you can't just be a quarterback because you have a strong arm and you've got great legs. So when you're sitting there watching BSU and everything else, it's not that complicated, but you got to be smart. So what's the first key? You got to break the huddle. What happens in the huddle? Who talks? He says the play twice. Shoot. 50 Vegas on 1. 50 Vegas on 1. Ready. Everybody says what? Ready. You sprint up the line of scrimmage. You let the defense know you're coming after him fast. Who's the most important guy on the field to start the play? Center. Where's the quarterback? Is he looking down in the butt crack of that center? No. I hope not. Where should he be? Why should he be up? He's got to know to throw that 8, doesn't he? Don't just sit there and look down in here. Hey, Daddy! You're not that anymore. I don't care if you started last year. I don't know how your cadence was now, but now it's this. Get it low, get it loud, and get it done. Okay? There's nothing pretty about that crack, so get your face out of it and look up and see the safeties. If you see the safeties, and they're both back here, and that coach said to throw a post, what are you going to do? You're going to have to throw the secondary route. If this kid's running a post and this kid's running an under, you're going to have to hit the under, or you're going to throw a pick. And that's the sad part of that. So a lot of times, a coach will call that out, not giving you a second choice. You're almost better off pumping it and running, because you can't throw a balloon right into their lap. You're going to lose the football game. So the practices that you do right now are going to get you set. Probably a quarterback to me is a kid that keeps his room the cleanest, that knows where every stinking pair of underwear is in his room. You know why? You know why that's important? Because he's got to know where all of his players are. So he's got to know where every piece of his room belongs, how organized he is. Read that in your playbooks. How organized you are plays a big part in this. Guess what I did? And if you tell anybody, I'm going to knock you out. I was a starting quarterback 3 3/4 of my high school years. I never went into one halftime. You better shut this camera off. No, I'm just kidding. I never went into one halftime talk in the 4 years I played quarterback at my high school. You know why?
Trumpet.
First chair trombone, baby. I was a band nerd. I sang in the jazz vocal. I was raised by grandparents, and that's where they put me. But guess what that did? When you play the trombone, it's 7 different positions on your slide. So I'm going left brain, right brain, having to read music and put it into my instrument. You know how much that helped me on reading the defense as a quarterback? So I was practicing my brain. I didn't like it that much, to be honest with you, but I was practicing it constantly. And that helped me become a better football player.